My screen is visible, sir.
Yes, it is visible. Please continue.
Today's my topic is marriage in the importance of being earnest. Oscar Wilde was an Irish poet and playwright. He is best remembered for his epigrams and plays. At the height of his fame and success, while the importance of being earnest was still being performed in London, Wilde prosecuted the Mar- Marquess of Queensberry for a criminal libel. This is the image of the importance of being earnest. The importance of being earnest, a trivial comedy for serious people, is a play by Oscar Wilde. First performed in 14 February 1995, 1895 at the St. James Theatre in London. It is a far, farcical comedy in which the protagonist maintain fiction's persona to escape burdensome social obligations. The nature of marriage in the importance of being earnest. We saw that marriage is of paramount importance in the importance of being earnest, both as a primary force motivating the plot and as a subject for philosophical speculation and debate. And also, a marriage proposal is like a matter of business or pleasure. The play is actually like an ongoing debate about the nature of the marriage and whatever it is pleasant or unpleasant. Algernon regards Lane's view on marriage as somewhat lax. His own views are relentlessly cynical until he meets and falls in love with Cicely. Jack tells Algernon, however, that the truth isn't quite and sort of thing one tells to a nice, sweet, refined girl. Quotes of marriage in the text, the importance of being earnest. In this quote, Algernon discusses household finances with his manservant Len. The scene stage comedies and light operas that of the indolent, self-indulgent aristocrat and his worldly, willy servant. The audience would expect the servant to try to keep his master from marrying, so as not to cut off his own comforts. The between the servant is at least quote in this quote, Dr. Chasuble, a rector, attempts to fend off matrimonial attack from Miss Prism. The governess of Sicily carded the reluctant rector and the egging marriage meant spinster to battle through witty repartee. And he pleads his clerical woe of with leads Miss Prism to counter with a rebuke of his bachelor status and contemplation. And her suggestion is that Dr. Chasuble is irresistible to women, shows a skilled and practiced hand at flirting. The dialogue assumes that men naturally feel intent upon attending a husband. Second is this quote, and in this quote, like all good romantic comedies and melodramas. The play ends with marriage, in this case of three couples. However, the plot plays with the conventional happy ending. Miss Prism gets the reward of marriage and escapes any punishment for having misled a baby. The other two marriages reward the grooms more than the brides. Jack, now revealed to be secretly aristocrats by birth, marriage a woman with a fortune large enough to support his indolent lifestyle. The audience doubts any of them will live happily ever after. Mm, Next is that Algernon's view on marriage. That how Algernon view of on his marriage. Algernon's view on love and marriage is not known during the conversation with his butler. We get to know his thoughts on the subject in a monologue where he claims that has absolutely no sense of moral responsibility. In the ensuing conversation, Jack Algernon's thought on marriage come out on the surface during the pleasantries. Jack claims that he decided to travel from the country to town purposely and pleasure. And second is Lady Bracknell's views on marriage. We know that Lady Bracknell does not seem have to have respect for the marriage, uh, and that is why she tries to pair Algernon with Mary, and who is already married. Conclusion is that the concept of marriage is in the importance of being earnest. Wilde has brought out the nature of marriage in the morality to Victorian society, and at the end, that restores their faith in love and the marriage institution as a whole. Here is my references, and thank you very much.
Okay, couple of things to Bhumika. Carefully listen and see that tomorrow you make corrections. When you watch your video recording, so you will come to know how to face camera, where to put camera, how to face camera. That you will come to know when you will watch the recording. So everybody, you all should watch the recording so that you can improve, because these are also the skills. These are also the skills which we want to improve when you are making your presentations. How to face camera, how to talk with camera. These are also very important skills. Everybody listen this, and by the end of 5 days you should be able to face camera properly, adjust your camera properly, lighting, everything. Because during the live classes we told several times to keep cameras on, but not many of you were doing. Very few of you were doing. So if you do, you learn, but you missed all those opportunities. Now don't miss this during these 5 days. This opportunity, watch the recording, how things are there, so you can keep the camera properly. It should like be facing straight you. This putting down the things. So check and do rehearsal. Make a small meet with your friends and see sound, video, everything. All these things have to be learned. So it's a part of your syllabus only. Don't think that it is out of syllabus. Otherwise, when things are out of syllabus, we don't take it seriously.